Hello, welcome Gemini to Fizzy Tarot. I'm doing an energy check-in for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter during this Libra full moon energy. I actually have my tropical moon in Libra, and I have been feeling that this energy is very expansive, and I just wanted to check in with Gemini. It's also my sun sign. And I just like sharing these collective readings for the next couple months for Gemini. Because we will be feeling this full moon energy for a little bit. Maybe the next month. Let's do the next month. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. What does Spirit have for Gemini, please? Circle. Number 13. And Gatekeepers. Number 2. Okay. Let's roll a number for Gemini for the next month. Number 9. So, Gatekeepers and Circle, that's with the 9. There's been something that you've perhaps come to realize about the people you hang out with, Gemini. They might talk behind your back, Gemini. The gatekeepers, they're looking away, and I almost am getting that this pair of geese here is you. And there's also a pair of wolves in the sky as well, in this collage. But I'm getting that you're here and they are watching you, Gemini. They're not letting you in to their circle. And you're just like, okay, fine. The 9 is near completion. The 9 is moving on after abundance, and it can be a very independent number. It's the largest of the single digit numbers, so it is an expansive self, which fits the theme of this reading. Oh, so let's get 7 cards for Gemini for the next month. Please, Spirit. Okay. 2 of Swords in reverse with 6 of Wands. Page of Swords. The Lovers in your own reading, of course. Ooh, the 10 of Pentacles, lovely. And the 7 of Cups in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, I think that you're avoiding... Oh, sorry. At the bottom of the deck, the 4 of Wands, sorry. I think you might be avoiding healing from something that didn't work out. Maybe a relationship, Gemini. And it's been really affecting you. But you feel victorious. You feel as though you walked away unscathed. You're looking back at the past as this Page of Swords, and you're seeing victory. You're seeing, I did the right thing. I don't see, that I made the wrong choice. This is kind of decisive. The 2 of Swords upright is a indecisive energy. It's not necessarily a choice being made. It's like saying, no, I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. But in reverse, it's like, no, I'm going to choose one path. I'm not going to, wield both swords. It's very hard to fight with one sword, let alone 2. And, she doesn't even have armor on. So I think you're feeling okay about what's happened in the past. You've released a burden recently, Gemini. And I think it might have something to do with this group of people that you were involving yourself with. And in the future, you're being rewarded. I mean, Spirit is basically saying, thank you for making the right choice. You stayed true to yourself, Gemini, and the lovers in your future. It can be a choice, but in this context, I'm getting that this is a blessing. This is a divine union, with the Ten of Pentacles directly after it. Also, the Seven of Cups is illusions are pulled away, an awakening, a realization. You are accepting your magnitude of importance in this world, Gemini. I do want to pull a few of these fun Blooming Cat Oracle or Tarot. There's also astrology cards in here. I've just been having a lot of fun with this one. So let's get one last message for Gemini. Yeah, like what advice do you have, Spirit, for this context? What does Gemini need to know for the next month? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, let's go for it. So the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's very healing. So you have Virgo, but it came in reverse, so it would be shy, uptight, and critical. The Six of Cups in reverse, that's looking back and, being like, maybe those memories weren't so great. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Realizing that you had a lack. You had something that wasn't being fulfilled in your past, and you walked away from it, Gemini. The Strength in reverse. I think you're giving into something that you weren't sure about with this Lovers and your outcome. The Strength in reverse is basically saying, okay, have at me. Aquarius, clever, reliable, creative. Interesting. We just left Aquarius season. The Star, Amethyst, Garnet, Blue, Violet, 349. Orchid, Gladiolus. I think I said that right. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to feel resourceful. You're going to feel, with this Ten of Pentacles and Aquarius, you're going to feel like you finally have that perfect storm, Gemini. You finally have the environment and the support system that you've wanted your whole life. That sounds great to me. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. This can be a sort of chaotic energy. Upright, it's, delicately balancing two different things, and going back and forth between them. And in reverse, I'm reading this intuitively here. It almost looks like a bike. And you know what's interesting about that? The cat looks like he's about to fall onto the bike. I think you might be running away from something. You might be deciding, you know what, this is too much. With the Strength in reverse as well. Yeah, this is confirmation that the Page of Swords is looking back and, learning from the recent past. And sending messages to others regarding their experiences. The Page of Swords is an air energy. It could be representing you. It is in the position, in the spread of your current energy. This is your past and your outcome. And with this bike, I think that you finally feel like you can just
be on it without guilt. Like, you see how, like, relaxed the cat is? I know it's kind of crazy to say that. Anyway, and you have Libra here in reverse. So, perfectionistic, indecisive, and controlling. Oh, look at that. Perfect amount of cards to clarify. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse again. You have it here as well. Yeah, I think you might be a little concerned that you feel like you have no choice, or like it's just, it is what it is at this point. Like, your circumstances will not evolve. And you're, in the back of your mind, you're like, man, I'm not really sure that this is what I want, but this is what, like, I'm expecting to happen. Which is a hard energy to be in, Gemini. But with the Ten of Pentacles and this Aquarius energy that you're going to tap into soon, which is another air. You have a lot of air, actually. Now I look at this. Yeah, you have Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Lovers, Aquarius, Libra. I guess it's not that many swords. It just feels like it. You're definitely showing up here. I think what I was saying about this, the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to feel like, all right, there's no holding me back now. Like, you want to be staying on this flower, but you're like falling into movement. And it's a continuous one. And you're a little perfectionistic. You're a little indecisive. Maybe even a little controlling, Gemini. Oh, you know what's interesting? You got all three of the air signs. That's probably why. I was like, there's a lot of air here, because you have all three. You have Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra. I'm actually just getting that this is a very personal energy of tapping into the resources that have been sitting there all along, Like, here, I'll just leave this upright. Or, reversed, I mean. So you can, like, see the cat on the bike. It's so cute. It's an infinity symbol in the sky. Like, in the collage of the deck. But it looks like he's, like, about to fall onto a bike, and I just think that's really cute. But I was also drawn to it. I was also like, wow, it looks like he's about to just, like, ride off, ride off with a card. If you tap into this Ten of Pentacles, I think that a lot will dispel illusory concepts and ideas about your future. You might be a little frustrated, Gemini. I'm getting that there might be a little bit of frustration with this Libra in reverse here. Indecisive and controlling. Yeah. You might be just, like, feeling let down, like you could be getting more from a scenario. And that's why you might be controlling. You might be like, well, if I'm gonna get on this bike, I might as well, get the best that I can. The best experience that I can. Yeah, and I feel like this infinity symbol made up of these two pentacles here, being balanced by the cat who's leisurely laying on this flower, is also giving, like, you feel like you're no longer willing to compromise your values and what you need to tap into this abundance that you have in your future, the Ten of Pentacles. You're basically saying, like, this is what I need. I'm going to do it. Provide it. I'll do it. And you're being a little perfectionistic about it, okay? You know the path that you're on. There's no denying the path that you're on with the Seven of Cups showing up twice in reverse. But you need to hear, I think I'm getting clearly that you should not be so perfectionistic. That's very important for you, Gemini. Be okay with things not being perfect. Do not beat yourself up if something doesn't turn out perfectly. Like, things develop. People learn. People make mistakes. It doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, that's a very important message for the collective of Gemini during this time. Now, let's get a few of these botanical inspirations oracles. They have very beautiful quotes on them, and I enjoy them greatly. Clematis. Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Yeah, that's very interesting. I want to pull just one more of these, but mental beauty. So Gemini is considered the gem of the mind, right? The Mercury rules the sign of Gemini. And there's speed, there's swiftness, there's cutting aspect to the Gemini's mind. And somebody very much adores that aspect of you. I think that you understand your worth as well, as this Page of Swords should. Because learning from the past is all we have. And if we don't accumulate that wisdom, if we don't compound it and let it, become our character, become like how we interact with the world, then we're missing out on building up ourselves in a beautiful way. And that's what Gemini does. Gemini is so sure about its principles that it's not shy about them. And it's a sign that gets a lot of hate because it's opinionated. Now, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of diligence to maintain that level of mental beauty, okay? So there are times that maintaining that level of integrity isn't worth the cost, right? And so there are times that Gemini throws in the towel with this strength in reverse here. What does Gemini need to hear? Lily. Okay, we'll end it here. Majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. So, Gemini, I'm getting that Spirit wants you to know that your character has been shown. People know who you are, okay? They see you through a glass. You're transparent, Gemini. And that takes so much strength. That takes so much aptitude, adept skill to manage the sort of interactions that you get when you are that transparent, when you are that strong and clear about yourself, Gemini. That you've really changed something. You've changed something about your future due to how you stayed true to your values, your ethics, your principled aspect of your mind. And it is beautiful. People see the beauty in your gentle tenderness and mental strength in that resolve Um, I think you might be losing patience a little bit in the future, but because you have this Ten of Pentacles, nothing is at risk. I'm not seeing there's any sort of risk. You're actually being blessed with stability and great fortune in the coming months, Gemini. So I hope this reading was helpful. I hope that you got something from it. And if you did, please leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles.